Commonwealth Bank here on the Voice of Indiana County, WCCS 101.1 FM and AM 1160. It's now 8:11, and our interview is presented by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people, and it is now being streamed on our Facebook page as well. Thank you very much to our friends at Marcus & Mack for sponsoring the interview, and our friends at S&T Bank for sponsoring that feed. And you can tell I'm stretching because this is going to be a little bit tough, because today is the last day for Linda Mitchell of downtown Indiana. She's been serving as their executive director for, I think, about 5 or 6 years now, and she's stepping down to take on a new opportunity. So Linda is joining us in studio this morning. Oh, my gosh.
I know. I mean, if you make me cry, Josh, I've gotten through all my interviews without crying. So if you make me cry.
I'm not gonna try. Let's put it that way. But let's talk about this. Today is the last day. You're heading over to the Indiana County Transit Authority.
Yes, I'm going to IndiGo, which is a great team, and I'm very excited about that. But it's bittersweet because I love downtown Indiana. I love working with all the merchants, all the restaurants, all the businesses, our board, our volunteers, people like you that I've gotten to know through the last 5 years. It's really been wonderful. And
it's actually showed through the work that you do. So there you go. But you have had a lot of great successes, and you came in at a time when downtown Indiana Incorporated, I think, was really needing some sort of direction. You've been there how long now?
I've been there 5 years. I've been the director 3.5 years.
Okay, 3.5 years as director, 5 overall. But whenever you first came to downtown Indiana, before you became the director, what did you see that made you want to stay with the company, with the organization, I mean?
Well, I started in April 2016, and I had just moved back to Indiana. I grew up here, and I didn't live here for a long time. I lived in Pittsburgh, and I came back here, and we really do have a wonderful, wonderful downtown. In my travels through Western Pennsylvania, in my previous job, I just discovered there is no downtown. There is no place like Indiana. It is really special. So to be a part of that really attracted me, and then just getting to know the people, the events, just the magic of being part of downtown.
You really have brought about a great awareness for a lot of events in the downtown area and have expanded on them in many ways. Taste and Tour comes to mind, of course, because of the fact that I'm a foodie, but also I think one of the other successes is the fact that you've kind of expanded on that idea of people going around from place to place and trying out different things. I think. Wasn't there like a wine walk or something along those lines?
Yes, we have a wine walk in the fall, and that actually existed a couple years before I got here, but we've grown it over the years, and we've expanded Taste and Tour some to include different kinds of stops. We've added events. I'm very proud that we added an arts walk this spring. This was the first year for that, and I hope it continues. That was a huge success, and we just have wonderful events, and we have a wonderful community that comes out to support them. And I think we have a great rate of participation from our downtown. That's key.
Yeah, and I think the downtown businesses respond as well because of the fact that they know, hey, we've got people coming in. Let's get our best stuff out there.
Absolutely. They always put their best foot forward. You don't get personalized attention anywhere else like you do here in downtown Indiana. All through the pandemic, they really stepped up and were creative and developed new ways of delivering their goods and services. So they're really a great, great bunch. It's been a privilege to work with them.
Now that we're getting closer to the holiday season, another thing comes to mind, of course, the kickoff to the holidays, the Lucy Donnelly Parade.
Yeah.
That expanded into the It's a Wonderful Life Festival, which you also have helped to grow in your time. It's now multiple weekends in the holiday season, and we have and there's a dedicated area to it over at IRMC Park. In fact, the town Christmas tree, wasn't that one of your initiatives too?
Well, that happened while I was here. That actually happened the first year I was here. Jenny Rary, who was on our board, started that, and she deserves a great deal of credit for that. And we have grown it over the years. And the other partner in that has been First Commonwealth Bank. They have been our naming sponsor and partner since the very beginning of the It's a Wonderful Life event. So they deserve a great deal of credit for sticking with us through the pandemic, making last year's festival just so special. And I can't say enough about the people that turn out to help us. We have everyone pitches in from Joan and Shelley at William and Mary always chop firewood for us so
Yeah.
that kids can roast marshmallows, to whatever we need. If we need, snow plowed, snow shoveled, there are always people that jump in and help us.
But downtown Indiana is more than events. It's actually
Yes.
one of the things that I've seen done is, of course, the watering of those baskets, and you've also again helped grow that. You now have a nice cart.
We do, courtesy of Dan Mock at Eagle Air Service. We have a beautiful cart. I used to pull a cart and water with the help of some great volunteers like Tracy Levitz, who's a former board member. But it is a whole lot easier in the golf cart, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of great volunteers that help put those baskets up and help them flourish. And we actually have a group of volunteers from IUP this afternoon who are coming out in force to help pick up litter and weed some of the tree beds this afternoon. So there's always people willing to help us.
Again, this is a great opportunity for downtown to put their best foot forward, because you do have the students coming back now. And now that they are coming back and doing in-person classes, I would imagine that a lot of members of Downtown Indiana Incorporated are ready to say, hey, welcome back.
They are. They missed the students. I missed the students. I missed my work study. We miss just having them around, just the energy they bring to town. And we also missed having them work downtown. A great number of them work in our restaurants and our stores. So I know everyone's excited to get them back in town, get them, help them find some jobs and get them back in the swing of things, because we sure did miss them.
We're talking with Linda Mitchell here of Downtown Indiana about what's coming up now, and of course, the fact that she is leaving office today. But as I understand it, you're still going to be sticking around a little bit to make sure that the transition to the next executive director goes smoothly.
Yes, I don't want to leave anyone in the lurch. I have a great relationship with our board president, Chad Martin. And so I will certainly be available to help, answer questions, keep things moving, just, keep downtown great. I will be happy to volunteer some time to that and make sure that everything goes smoothly and that we have a great transition. And we do have a great group of volunteers, so we're very lucky in that.
All right, so if people have any concerns, they can still use the regular means of communications then to contact Downtown Indiana.
Yes, you can still call the office and leave a voicemail, and you can email office@downtownindiana.org, and someone will be checking the voicemail. Someone will get in touch with you. So, yeah, don't feel like the office is not functioning or there's no one there to hear you. Definitely reach out to Downtown Indiana and share your questions, concerns, thoughts, suggestions at any time.
You saying that is making me think, all right, they are still ready to go for the holiday season this year.
We sure are. We've had several meetings already. Planning, as you know, for Christmas starts very early. So we've had many meetings. We've already drafted you. I think Hasty told me she talked to you about being the MC again for the parade. So you're ready to go?
I have fun with that every year, to tell you the truth.
Yeah,
and it's a pleasure to do.
We get you into over my years here, Josh, I've gotten you into all kinds of crazy situations.
Well, I don't know about
things,
crazy.
Judging chili contests.
Yes, that's right. There's one coming up, isn't
there?
There
is. September 18th, we have our autumn warm-up chili cook-off, and this year we've added soup, so look on our Facebook page for info about that. But we've gotten you involved in that, and we've done interviews on the fly. We've done all kinds of things over the years.
You know what? It's been fun, though. I mean,
it has been.
I mean, it's great to have people who are not only fun to work with, but are very good at what they do to talk to, and you're definitely in that category. But definitely the fun that you do get me involved with. I mean, it's been great, and it's also great events as well to build the community up as well. It's not just the downtown Indiana businesses that we're thinking of whenever we do an event like the soup and chili warm up or the Lucy Donnelly Parade or Taste and Tour. There is a great sense of community that comes in from these events as well.
Yes, definitely. Seeing everyone turn out for the parade, seeing all those thousands of people line Philadelphia Street, knowing all the folks that come together to put that event on, to put on the festival. It's really, really wonderful to see everyone. I know I keep using the word wonderful. That's, I guess, a hazard. It's a hazard of living in Indiana. Yeah, everything is wonderful. It truly is a wonderful life in Indiana.
All right, so I'm going to ask you two questions, and I know that these are the questions that really kind of signify that you've come to the end of the position. So number one, what are you most proud of in your time as the executive director of Downtown Indiana?
I think the partnerships I've built, I've worked very, very closely with the borough. I like to think that our relationship is the strongest it's ever been with the borough. I work very closely with Borough Manager Foote, with all the staff at the borough, with Chief Shaw, with Borough Council. So I think the partnerships with them, with the Tourist Bureau, with IUP, with just, I could go on and name people, with Renda all day long. So I'm very, very proud of being collaborative and being open to working together. And I hope I've left that part of DI stronger.
And the second one is what are you going to miss the most about not being in this position?
The events. I'm an events person. I love events. It is one of my friends who is in events says, is it wrong to simultaneously hate and love events at the same time? No, it's not, because they are a lot of stress, but when you get to the day of, it's so magical and it's so amazing. So I will miss the events. I will miss game day. I will miss all of that kind of excitement.
Well, I tell you what, I hope that you, whenever you do take on your new position over at the IndiGo, you keep in touch with us, and
I sure will.
We'll definitely make sure that you're ready to go whenever we need you to talk about IndiGo or something along those lines.
I will be happy to. I've enjoyed my time here at Renda. Thank you so much for always being so welcoming.
And we've enjoyed you being here. Linda Mitchell, last day as the Executive Director of Downtown Indiana Incorporated. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're glad that all of our listeners and our viewers on Facebook Live are able to join us too. So again, thanks a lot. And no matter what, God bless you in your next steps.
Thank you.
Linda Mitchell of Downtown Indiana joining us this morning here on Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank. And our interviews presented by Marcus & Mack, a law firm representing injured people.